this lecture, we will continue with our chapter 4, that is share capital and debentures. We had completed section 43, in which we saw share capital and its types. In this particular lecture, we will go through the prima facie evidence, which is supposed to be the share certificate issued by the company to its members. Mind you, this is only an evidence of title of shares and not of membership. As far as membership is concerned, we will be discussing it in length in section 88, which is Register of Members. So, without wasting any time, I am your host and teacher Santosh Baliga. Let's get started with share certificate. Now, as far as share certificate is concerned, in today's world, all the shares are supposed to be in depository mode. In depository mode, share certificate is normally not issued to any of its shareholders. And the records of the depository are regarded as prima facie evidence. Share certificate basically is issued by the company. It is issued by the company to the member or the person who is holding the shares or who has the title of the shares. It may be issued under the common seal if the company is having a common seal. You may be aware that common seal is not mandatory as per Companies Act 2013. Previously, as per 1956 Act, common seal was mandatory. But now since it is optional, so the share certificate may be issued under the common seal if the company has opted for the same. Whereas the share certificate, if the common seal is not available, can be signed by at least 2 directors of the company. Or if the company has appointed an company secretary, in that case, and director and the company secretary appointed may sign the share certificate. So far what we have done is share certificate issued by the company to a member as a prima facie evidence or a documentary evidence of the title of shares held by such person or member. It shall be issued under the common seal of the company if it is available. If not available, then signed by at least 2 directors or 1 director and the company secretary of the company. Okay. Now this share certificate will be specifying the shares, the number of shares which are held by the person in whose name the share certificate is issued. Okay. The form number under which the share certificate is issued is form number SH1. SH1. Okay. Every share certificate shall be distinctively numbered. So on top, or there will be a share certificate number on each and every share certificate that is issued by the company. And it is a unique number which will not be repeated in any other share certificate. I hope this is clear. Now, as I told you that now from December 2019, it has been made mandatory for every shareholder and for every shares to be held in depository form. What do you mean by depository form? It means in electronic form. In electronic form. When we speak about electronic form, that means the record is kept by the depository, and the record of the depository is a prima facie evidence of interest of the beneficial owner. Now you will say, well, what is a depository? See, basically what will happen is that, say company A issues its shares to the shareholder, then company A will first deposit its shares with the depository. Okay, and the depository will issue the shares to the shareholder only for the beneficial purpose or beneficial owner, beneficial ownership. So the shareholder will be the beneficial owner, the depository will be the owner, and the shares will be of company A. Now, the depository will maintain a register of beneficial owners, who are basically the shareholders. And if the name of the shareholder is appearing in the register of beneficial owners against which the number of shares will be specified, then that particular record will become the prima facie evidence of interest of the beneficial owner. So I hope this particular part of depository form is also clear to you. Okay. Now, in case the share certificate of a particular person is lost or destroyed, or it is mutilated, defaced, or torn, then in that case, a duplicate share certificate may be issued by the company after necessary compliance and investigations are carried out. In case of the share certificate, original share certificate being lost or destroyed, an indemnity bond may be asked by the company. As well as if the share certificate is defaced, mutilated, or torn, then the pieces or the mutilated, defaced share certificate will need to be surrendered to the company by such shareholder, against which a duplicate share certificate will be issued by the company. Okay. Now, if the company issues any duplicate share certificate with an intent to defraud, then in that case, it will have to face punishment. Such punishment for company would be a fine of not less than 5 times of the face value of the shares involved. But this is a minimum. It may extend to 10 times also. And the maximum penalty that can be levied is up to 10 crore rupees, whichever is higher. I hope this is clear. So this is a punishment for company. Now the punishment for officer in default will be, he will be punished as per the section 447. Now this is a very important section. You'll find this particular section coming in many places for punishment to the officer in default or to promoters or to directors. I would explain section 447 separately in a separate video itself. But for now, just remember that an officer in default, if he issues duplicate share certificate to defraud any person or any shareholder, then in that case, he will face action under section 447 and the penalty or punishment is provided therein. I hope this is also clear to you. So this was the topic of section 46. So section 46 basically says it is a prima facie evidence. What is a prima facie evidence? Share certificate. Now the share certificate is issued by whom? Company. To whom? The shareholder or the member. And it is a prima facie evidence of what? That the title of the shares are with the such person who is the person in whose name the share certificate is issued. Okay. It will specify the number of shares that has been held by such person. It is a documentary evidence. It is issued in form SH1 and it is distinctively numbered. It may be issued by the company under the common seal if available. If common seal is not available, then at least 2 directors will sign the share certificate, or at least 1 director and the company secretary if he is appointed. In case the share certificate is torn or mutilated or defaced and surrendered to the company, or the share certificate is lost or destroyed, in that case, company, after necessary compliances and investigation, may issue duplicate share certificate. Okay. And finally, we did the penalty part also. So this is the completion of section 46 and the end of this particular session. If you have liked this particular video and you have understood this video, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are not yet subscribed, and share this video to maximum of your friends and groups. It adds to my motivation when I see likes and subscription on my channel. Thanks a lot. Stay safe, stay healthy.